Hey, what's going on? You're going to like this short video. For those of you that are in sales or if you're entrepreneurs, and one of the biggest objections that I see that people are having a tough time overcoming is when they say to you, "Hey, I've used services like yours before and I didn't get a good experience, so I'm not interested. Thanks for stopping by or thanks for your call." Okay? How do you overcome an objection like that? Right? Let's dive into this objection, and I'm going to show you a very powerful technique that I've never heard any other sales trainer use. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of what they've taught, but I'm going to give you my 2 ounces on this, and this will make you even a better performer as a sales closer or as an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing. So let's dive right in. So let's say the client says to you, "Hey, you know what, thanks for your call. I liked what you have here, but we've used another company like yours before and your competition, and we just hated it. We didn't get good service." So how do you respond to an objection like that? Okay, well, first of all, you always respond to any objection by smiling. Say, "That's not a problem." Okay, "Hey, I get it." The minute you say that, you're reducing their guard. "Hey, that's not a problem, Joe. I understand. That's not an issue at all. Let me ask you a couple of quick questions, then I'll be on my way." Now, when you say, "Let me ask you a couple of questions, then I'll be on my way," or I'll let you go, it actually reduces even their more guard, because now there's believing that you've accepted their objection and you're going to let them go. So let me ask you a couple of questions just before I go. On my way, I have a couple of questions for you. So the first question is, let me ask you, have you ever gone to a restaurant and you didn't like their food? Now, does that mean that all the restaurants in that town offer the same quality of food? Obviously not. And I can use several examples like that. Let's say you bought a car and the car didn't was a lemon, right? Does that mean all vehicles are made this way? You still have a car right now, didn't you? So the fact of the matter is, the reason I'm here talking to you is you've already expressed you have an issue or a challenge that you've expressed to fix the problem. They've already told you that they want to do something to fix their issue, whatever it is, whether it's to make more leads for their business, whether it's to improve their cash flow, or whether it's to generate better quality employees, or whether it's to improve their house situation. Maybe they need to upgrade their house. What they have expressed their problem. So what you do right there, that's when I say to Mr. Client, before I go, if we don't do any business today, you'll still have that issue facing. And what you do is you talk about how much it's costing them not to fix the problem, and you demonstrate that. Now, the other big thing is, Mr. Client, let's say if you go back to your company that you weren't so happy with, and you said, "Hey, you know what, I didn't like your services, but I'm gonna go ahead and use another company because I still need to fix the one." Do you think they would like that? No. But the fact of the matter is, they don't want you to use another company because that's taking away their market share. Here's an example I'm going to show you. Let's say there's 3 companies out there offering the same services that you're offering. And you're company A, they've used company B, they weren't too satisfied, there's another company C out there, whatever, okay? Now you've approached them and you said, "You know what, this company has a limited number of clients that they're going after." Okay. Now they didn't do good service for you. Obviously, they could have done a good service for somebody else. But that doesn't mean that other companies can't help you. Do you agree? Absolutely. So one of the things you told me, you were missing out on that company, and find out what they needed that the other company didn't furnish. It could have been extra support. It could have been a better guarantee. It could have been a lower price. It could have been more value for your product. You could have been giving them more information or something that would improve their situation faster. Something that they didn't have that you have. So, Mr. Client, we're comparing apples to oranges because the other company doesn't have lists of things that they don't have, and you list the things that you do have that would help them with their specific problem. Hope that makes sense. And the other key factor is that if you go ahead and look at other companies and you don't use ours, what's going to happen is that these other companies have a limited number of clients they can go after. Okay? When you do business with us, what happens is that we take away some of the clients that they've been doing business, and you told me they're not a reputable company, right? Why not do business with us? Because we can give you better quality, better service, and we put it in writing. Okay? So talk about the guarantee. That will help. And then let them understand that you have nothing to do with their mishaps of other companies. And the other factor you can mention is that, let me ask a question, just because they didn't help you to get what you want, okay, they might have had other clients that were satisfied to get what they want. Does that mean that they're a bad company? No, it's just you had a unique situation. So you never put down the competition that way. Okay, you just elevate yourself why you're better. Hope that makes sense. Give me a thumbs up. I'll talk to you in the next video.